Hey, welcome back to the channel, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really disgustingly cute dogs. Tonight I'm doing the buy one get one free live tarot readings. That means that if you get a $1 yes or no, you get a free yes or no. You get a $6 taco box, you get a free taco box. You get an 11 love reading, you get a free one, so on and so forth with all readings. Every reading is only $1 per minute. Also going to do the REM pod and the Spiritbox tonight, as well as the free collected messages. Hey Molly, how are you feeling today? Good to see you. Put some things in the chat and then start the first collective message for the night. Well, hello, Twinkle Toes. Hey, are you feeling better? I hope so. Did you eat? Did you finish eating? There's nothing left on my plate, sweetheart. Don't eat the plate. Hey, precious. Glad to see you feeling better. You're over there chewing a hole in your leg. I got distracted by a cute dog. I'm back. Hey Ari, how are you, dear? Welcome back to the channel. Ruby, you look so cute in your pajamas. Look so Southern Gothic. She's so cute. Uh-oh, it's Ninja Butterfly. Have you been, Ari? I saw the man of your dreams the other day. Didn't meet him though. Just said hi. I guess like I didn't feel like I met him like properly. Like I don't know what his name was. I don't know where he's from. I just know he works for AT&T, and him and some people who work for AT&T were going around the neighborhood selling AT&T to people, and he came back for 3 days trying to get me to purchase an AT&T package. I'm like, nope. Because if I stand for nothing, I'll fall for anything. I said pretty much the only thing that's happening out of the 3 days that you come by with your friends to push your AT&T on me is that you've learned that the company you work for is scumbuckets for, buying into the dolphin captivity business. I don't really know if he cares or not, but he will walk away remembering this, considering he said he grew up in Hawaii. The guy I was telling you about, though, like, his friend didn't really say where he was from or anything, but I think he would have been, like, the perfect guy for you, for sure. I know, I wish you hadn't physically been here hanging out at the house, too. So, maybe I'll manifest a guy for you like that. I'll see if I can draw a picture of him when I get a chance. I'll be real honest. If the dude from Avatar looked like a normal human being, I swear to God. I swear. I'm like the actual Avatar himself, not the person behind the Avatar who was a human. But I'm actually talking about the actual main character with the blue skin. Oh, he's so in pain, babe. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What do we need to know tonight about our careers? Any messages, advice about now and the not too distant future? I don't know the characters' names right now. At 1 o'clock at night, after I've been working all day. I had to take my dad to the hospital for an emergency ultrasound today, so that was fun. Still waiting for results. I guess I'll start the collective message over. 8:05. Spirit, I'm calling for their most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What do we need to know about our careers now and in the not too distant future? Yeah, I think he's okay. I feel he's okay. I mean, he's not in any pain right now. He's not suffering. He might be a little bit tired from the testing he had to have and the ultrasound. Many of you, the cards are suggesting that maybe many of you have been experiencing a lot of competition in your career, which is, I feel like competition in your career can be a very normal thing. But it doesn't have to be that difficult. It doesn't have to be competition. If you could just step away from that and realize that you're at a new beginning where you have what you want in your hand. You may be doing something you love. You may be working towards something, doing something you love every day. But despite the competition, the people around you who might, you might feel there's competition with, while they're giving out tough love vibes, they still appreciate and respect you in the 501. So even though if communication kind of feels obstructed in your career, your job, whatever you're doing, there is a new beginning coming in the Ace of Pentacles with your career or careers. Doors may be opening because somebody balanced, caring, and somebody who has a lot to offer opens a door for you. Or, you are coming into that new beginning where you have a more authoritative power over your life because of your job, because of your career, because of your good thoughts. think he's okay. I mean, I'm guessing he's okay. Oh, look at baby Ruby. She must be very comfortable because she's not on any allergy medication right now, so that's good. Just terrified to give her that shit. I'm thinking maybe Molly, I should just pay for her to have the steroid shots when this time of year comes around, when the season comes around. But I'm not really sure if it has something to do with her environment or if it has something to do with the food I'm feeding her. I got the same brand, but I got a 2-pounder instead of a 1-pounder. And I'm just wondering if there's different ingredients. So I'm going to go through the ingredients because the day that I bought it, the day I fed her is the day she broke out. And I remember feeding her this same food a few weeks ago and the same thing happened. So I'm a bit concerned about that. Because the doctor's always like, oh, it's environmental. Her previous owner, environmental. Well, what do you mean? Like, is she allergic to my carpet that's so clean you could eat breakfast off of it? Or is it the dirt outside that's filthy? Like, I just don't get it. Is she allergic to the floor that gets mopped and cleaned? And I mean, what about like the clean bedding? Maybe it's the Molly, maybe it's the detergent that I wash her bedding in. I'm exhausted trying to figure out what's wrong with this dog every time end of summer comes around, beginning of fall. It has to be some kind of food or something. No, my dad's gonna be okay, Molly. It's just from the biopsy. Like, when he had the biopsy, whoever did the IV really messed up his arm in there. Hey, Yang, how are you, sweetheart? Has anyone ever dated a Sagittarius? No, but I've been good friends with Sagittarius. They can be incredibly fun. Incredibly fun, loyal. I don't know about honest all the time, as I don't think any of us can be honest all the time. None of us are perfect, but I've always had pretty good experience with Sagittarius. Female or male. How are they like? Well, I think the way they're probably brought up in their value system is probably has a lot to do with their characteristics. But when it comes to astrology, you know, I don't call Sagittarius the silly Sagittarius for nothing. They can be pretty serious or they can be pretty silly. It's like walking a fine line between, you know, Socrates and Bozo the Clown. There you go. And my rising is silly Sagittarius, so that's like my mask, I guess. I guess the rising is your mask. More people will think that maybe you are your rising before they think you are your sun sign. I guess that's the traditional. Baby Gypsy's an Aries. Well, she's a Pisces Aries cusp, but I think that, what, March 25th, is that still Pisces? I guess she is a Pisces. Are you Pisces? Or are you Aries? Either way, your sign is cute. Oh God, it stung like, oh, it stung like hitting your flesh. Alright. Are you beautiful?
Yes.
Are you perfect?
Yes.
Did you have a good day? Oh, gross. Even though you have perfect teeth, it's still, it's gross. You lick Ruby's earballs. I know, I bet it does burn. You had an Aries in your life? Yeah, Aries can be fun. I like Aries. But like I said, I mean, it really has a lot to do with, I feel like, you know, the people's values, their upbringing, their morals, their self-concept. Yeah, my dad has been having this problem with his arm, like 2 weeks since after the biopsy. You know, they told him after 2 weeks he'd be fine to like do, you know, regular activities. He went across the street to help the neighbor with his sink because his wife couldn't help him. She just wasn't able to turn the wrench or do something that he needed help with that Dad was able to do. So he said from that time, you know, is when it started hurting, but you know, we don't know if it's from the IV or if it's from helping the neighbor with the sink, but you can see inflammation in the arm, and it, you know, at first I personally, you know, not knowing what a blood clot looks like, thought that it might be a blood clot because it was like, Molly, it was like puffed out like a quarter, the size of a quarter. It was pretty freaky. So I did an emergency call to an advice nurse that day. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. And talked to some random doctor. I don't know, she was so tired. She said just apply warm compresses to it and see how it does, and put the lidocaine patches on it. So we did that. That seemed to help, but the pain kept coming back and forth. Now, the other day, he said the pain was a 10. And it just came out of nowhere. It was like sudden. You know, it's like he had been feeling a lot better, but then it was like just sudden pain. And I was like, well, it's been weeks since April 21st. Let's just go and make sure. So I called the doctors again and talked to his actual doctor. So they hired someone in radiology to do it, ultrasound and some tests today. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember you telling me they botched it and had to do it 3 times. You don't think you've ever met a male Sagittarius? You may have, you just don't know it, probably. Yeah, it was pretty scary that you had to go back again. And I mean, where are you now, and where are you supposed to go from here? Like, have they given you I mean, how can you have another one without losing your foot? Hey Maria, welcome back, sweetheart. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. Now, don't forget to like the live. Kind of tired, damn it, too. I've been running around. Oh, God, that sounds scary, Mom. Oh, that's really cool. That sounds awesome. I'm so glad that you guys got to share some time together. I'm gonna spread out your cards while we do your reading. If you want to do your free reading too, you can add some more questions if you want to. And then I'm going to do the second collective message for the evening, and then we're going to get into the REM pod and the spirit box for a little bit. Spirit, I'm calling forth Maria's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does Maria need to know about her questions tonight? He's actually feeling a little bit insecure that you might not have any time for him today at the event. I wonder what brought that on. You go back to see Dr. A in a few weeks. Oh yeah, if infectious disease doctor. Oh my God, Molly. So, you know, my mother never threw anything away. And I've been going through her what the fuck room, right? And I think I told you, like, she never threw any of her papers away. And I literally was like shredding all the mail still and turning it into shreds, and I came across her infectious disease doctor's name because he had sent her a bill. So now I have proof, Molly, that there really truly is a Dr. Dick in Sheets. I'll never forget the day that she came to me and she was like, sit down. We have to talk about my new infectious disease doctor's name so that when we go to see him, we don't laugh or snicker or yeah. I was like, okay, sure, yeah, why would we even think of laughing at the doctor? Why are you sitting me down preparing me like she told me his name and we just lost it. But can you imagine? Like, wouldn't you change your name if your last name was Dick and Sheets? I'm sorry, but Whoever married him really did marry him for his money, not love. Oh my goodness. So we get there, right? And she's well prepared me. It's to the point where, you know, we cried, we laughed, we puked. We got over his name. But we get there and she's nervous because it's a new doctor. I literally had to sneak my mother in her wheelchair out of the office because, well, first of all, the bedside manners were really bad. They looked at her wound the nurse looked at her wound with a dirty mirror, which was really fucked up in my opinion. Then the doctor wanted to do, like, they have this thing called Dakin solution, which is it's bleach cut with water, but they wanted to do straight up bleach wash. Yeah. And I was like, oh no. She's like, fuck that. She's like, when they leave, we're out of here, man. Yeah, we were so out of there. I never saw a fat woman in a wheelchair in the car so fast. So we left. He billed us. I'm a terrible person. I never paid him. Told her I paid him, but that was the bill I found. All right, Maria. But yeah, so I know we've talked about Dr. Dickens sheets before. So I just wanted you to know I've got the proof. Yeah, at least we found some humor. I mean, she's probably somewhere just rolling around laughing about it too right now. Okay, back to your reading, Maria. I got lost on a tangent because she said infectious disease doctor. Oh, those are no fun to go to. But they can help you recover fully. But you need the right wound care. And I know how difficult it is to do wound care to yourself. It can be so difficult. You really need somebody with an expertise, with a good hand, and a strong stomach. So yeah, Walter felt a little bit insecure that maybe you weren't going to have any time to see him, but it did make him feel very joyful that you got to see each other during your hangout, and he had a great time seeing you. We'll get into his feelings and thoughts in a minute. Some kind of new beginning coming with you and Walter. One where you both truly start to look at the bigger picture. You know, it's already started, but you're going to start seeing movement and actually seeing it here in the not too distant future. Could come within the next week. We were having a full moon tonight, so this new beginning starts now. That's what's coming for you this week. A new beginning where your thoughts, your thought patterns, your self-concepts, your ideals for your future and what you really truly want. You just start seeing it come together. In regards to his feelings and thoughts, he actually has been thinking and wondering if you sometimes think about the roommate and the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And that kind of makes him feel a little bit broken because he wants you thinking about him and your future, and it kind of makes him sad to feel that maybe it might bring you down in the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. But, you know, there is a light on, there is someone home. It doesn't always have to be this difficult in the Eight of Swords. So what do you want the next scene to be? You know, you're the star of your love story. You're the star of your movie. What would be your wish fulfilled? Is it so much so that it absolutely needs to be that the only way you can move forward is the logical way, which would be for him to leave all that behind? You know, what about whatever makes you guys stronger? Just some thoughts and rhyme and reason in regards to that stuff. Let me look at these other questions. So did he tell you that there was something he didn't like about you today? It looks like he's holding on. Let's see, waiting for something to happen, waiting for, you know, something in this Magician card, like moving out of there faster. He couldn't get out of there faster if he tried, but it's like he's waiting through the trickiness. Like, it's a very tricky situation. Hanged Man, I mean, I feel like he knows he needs to make a move in regards to setting some boundaries, and the Magician card, it's just been a little bit tricky. Like, everything would be great if he could just set some of his own boundaries. Things might work out very lovely if he could just set his own boundaries and stay there without having to, you know, walk on eggshells, walk the fence. Have you ever asked him if he felt that way? Like, if he felt like he's walking on eggshells, or walking the line, or walking a fence, or having to, yeah, he wants you to just keep, it makes him happy what you said about loving him in the Sun and the Three of Wands. You know, but he's looking forward to you both showing each other that love, that joy, that happiness. You should ask him. You should definitely ask him. Was there something that he said he didn't like about you today? Just curious. Why, if not, why are you digging? You're putting everything on pause, digging for answers to questions like that that don't serve you. Thoughts like that don't serve you. They don't help you create anything that's good, except more insecurity and more mountains to climb and more, you know, I know it's about the climb, but it's just, you're creating more fucking by going, was there something he didn't like about me today? If there's something he don't like about you, he's going to tell you to your face. And then you guys are going to deal with it, and you're going to correct the error of your ways, and he's going to correct the error of his ways. And you'll get back on the right path if there's a problem. He's not going to just be like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just going to be like, I just don't feel like he's that kind of guy. I'm pretty sure you've been through this before. If there was something he didn't like, you know, he was like, I don't like that. I'm sure he's done it before. I'm sure you guys have been there, and you've worked your way through it, right? See, that's a much better question. What did he like about you? He may have very well liked the way that you presented yourself and the way that you dress today. In the Four of Pentacles and the Death card. Just overall, your highly vibrational energies is something that he really does love and does really like. He did like your outfit, yes. You know, and he looks forward to seeing you again. You got this card twice, the Three of Wands. He's looking forward to your future and what you guys have to create together. But don't keep looking at what he doesn't like about you. Because then you're going to create things that he doesn't like about you, and he won't even know why. He won't even understand what's going on with himself. He'll be like, where'd this come from? And it's all because you implanted these thoughts into the universe, talking about him, thinking about him, worrying about him. Oh, that was nice of him. What made you feel like you were overdressed? I would overdress every day if I had my way. Overdress in my sleep, overdress on the porch, overdress in the car, overdress at the supermarket. Overdress anywhere. Okay, let's get a message from him and then I'll send you a song. Then I'm going to do the second free collective message. And then I'm going to set up the Spiritbox and then run the clock for a little bit. What'd you wear, Maria? I bet you did look cute. Oh, I love those. Those are so cute. Who's your song, sweetheart? It's the Cars. Who's gonna drive you home? Here's Walter's message from you, for you from him. Love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. Spirit speaks. Seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue. This Love's Disguise card may very well also be about him wanting to say, like, you know, make sure that, you know, before you go trusting people or just anybody, you know, look beyond, look past the surface of the book. Like, you know, a book isn't always, the cover isn't always what the book is, you know what I mean? And then, Spirit speaks. Let Spirit speak to you about your relationship. Pray about your relationship. He prays about your relationship. That spiritual grounding is something that has become very important to him, and it's probably helped him through some of the things he's going through, and will be something that's going to help him through whatever he's about to go through. Because he has to get sober. He can't keep living his life copping out on drinking and then going to the gym to make up for it. Like, he's got to choose, like, you know, only drinking on the weekend and taking it a little bit easy with maybe just a glass of wine, you know, just nothing at all, you know. He needs to get healed. I feel like some of that drinking can lead to a lot of his confusion. When he's gotten through the drinking and he's woken up the next day with the brain fog, you know, and I don't know how much she has used alcohol to manipulate him, or the family has used alcohol to manipulate him. I mean, I know they're not in a relationship anymore. It's a marriage of convenience or whatever, but it's still, you know, it's like a weapon or something. And I can't imagine, like, I know you don't drink like he does, and never really did, so I know that made you uncomfortable in the past, but it is something that, I know he's trying to address, so just stay supportive as you can. You know, you might have to give some of that tough love in that tower, and then Queen of Swords that you had that popped up this week, but keep me updated. I'm here for you. Oh my gosh, wow. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most strongest and trusted spirit guides. What do we all need to know this week about our finances? I mean, this weekend about our finances. Now and just like a little bit of the not too distant future. Okay, yeah, maybe we should. They know not what they do. Like Celia, you know what they do. You know, like this is saying, be cautious with your money right now. Maybe you don't know what to do with some of that money that you have. Just hold on to it as long as you can, okay? You might need it for a dumpster fire or a rainy day. Hey Meryl, how are you? So 4307, I guess I would say that collective message is at 42. How have you been, Meryl? Happy weekend. Oh, you're so welcome, Maria, thank you. Yeah, that might be fun, Molly, to rewatch Has Been. Since we're really close to the next season coming up. It's okay. I'm just going to take a 5-minute break. Because I want to get the spirit box and the REM pod set up. Oh, there you are. Sorry, doggy. Here, I'll put that back over here so that sleep. You okay? Okay, yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. Won't take long. him back. Yeah, it's kind of dark, but it'll get brighter, I promise. Is it cold? Do you feel cold, Spirit? There's any good spirits there that would like to communicate with us tonight? I know the puppy would like to communicate. Not my phone. I kind of need the phone to ask the questions. Well, thank goodness the spirit box has a flashlight on it. What? Anybody wants to ask any questions while I have the spirit box on? Please feel free to ask. No, spirit. Is that your name, Jake? Does anybody have any friends named Jake or? Okay, I'm gonna sit down now and I got my questions. Sound like they're dying. Where do you belong? list of ghosts I'd like to call upon who may gather here in this area, that may dwell in the same areas that I do daily. If any of you are here with me tonight, Spiritbox said Jake. Okay, so Jake said here. Is that you, Jake? Are you friends with Molly? Are you Molly's friend, Jake? Was that you that touched the REM pod? Jake? Molly, do you have any questions for Jake while he's with us on the spirit box? Seems like he's made his presence known. Yes, Jake is dead. So, Molly misses your weird ass, Jake. That's what Molly said. In case you're not capable of reading the chat. Some ghosts that we've encountered, or spirits we've encountered, or entities we've encountered here. They can read, they can spell. They're ominously smart. They're ominously smart. Jake, did you just give up? Was it heartbreaking? Of course it was heartbreaking. But I just want to make sure, because these are Molly's questions for you. Is there anything you'd like Molly to know, Jake? Did you hear that little girl's voice? Are you the little girl buried under the house? Dressed in her best Sunday? Jake, do you have any messages? Jake, are you still with us? Jake, are you happy? Don't worry, Jake, you're safe with us. You're safe here, and you're welcome to say whatever you need to say. Don't worry, you won't upset anybody. There's no right answers or wrong ones. So it did say break, heart, so I'm assuming he meant heartbreak. And when I just asked him if he was happy, he said done. So, Jake, you have shown us that you were here without me even asking. What is the most important thing we need to know, Jake, right now? That you'd like for Molly to know? I'm Molly's friend. Molly and I've been best friends for 15 years, so what would you like? You can say whatever you need to say, Jake. Hey, Tex, how are you? Home? What about home, Jake? You're missed? Okay, so Jake wants you to know that home and you are missed. So he misses being home and he misses you. Well, that's interesting. Thank you, Jake, for your time. If you'd like to say anything else tonight, we'll be here. I'm calling forth any spirits that might dwell here daily or throughout the evenings or each evening, throughout each month. Are any of the spirits that are presumed to dwell here in this town, here in the village? I'm going to give you this right now. If you are, please touch the room. Or say hello. I don't know how to tell you how to speak into the spirit box, but this is definitely not an opportunity that I've given many of you or any of you really yet. So if you just come to us, just float in and out. I don't think this is anything that the ghost tour is going to give you a chance or an opportunity to use your voice. What do you need us to know tonight? Catherine and Michael, are you there from the public house? I'm calling for Catherine and Michael from the public house. Are you here now? That little sound was crazy. Did you hear that? Do spirits like pizza? I'm pretty sure. Everybody loves pizza. Molly says that she misses you too, Jake, and sorry you had fallen out, but she never stopped loving you. It's Catherine and Michael, the young couple whose love story ended tragically during the Civil War. Are you here? Yeah? Here? Okay. Wow. Thanks for using your voices. I don't really know how to tell you how to speak to us except for maybe to say something in the speaker. I don't know. Can you touch the REM pod? This is the REM pod. This is how you touch the REM pod. No, you can't can't touch the REM pod? Okay, well, if you decide to change your mind, if you're interested. Don't worry, it can't hurt you. It just makes me feel more certain it's really you. I want to ask if there's any Confederate soldiers there. Maybe one named Fred. Fred, are you there? From the private house. Or maybe the soldier that has a crush on Molly. Are you there? Molly's with us tonight. I hear you get quite disgruntled if your stories are disturbed. What about the young girl from Bullock Hall? I'm so freaked out right now talking about her because she was found dead in a room. And the way that her spirit is said to communicate is through flickering lights or extinguishing candles. And I've actually seen these flickering lights at night, but not on this side of town, not on this side of town. I've seen it more closely towards Bullock Hall, and on like when I lived at the dump, yeah, I would see the flickering lights all the time. And I was kind of like, oh, those are just fireflies. Oh wait, it's the middle of the night. When, you know, there are no fireflies. Shit, I didn't leave a light on in the hallway. Are there any supernatural or paranormal situations that you spirits that dwell here in the village experience that you'd like to share? Do any of these spirits know where you are now? I'm glad he came through too, Mom. I think we had asked about him last time the Spiritbox was on, so he must have made the connection at some point. It's okay, you can watch your show and be happier too. You can be half and half too. I should have bought myself a Ozzy Osbourne, are you there? I know, it's so random. Are there any spirits that want to talk to me about the doppelganger? Something that's not necessarily negative be bad luck. And is it really a doppelganger? Whatever it is, I just want to thank you for being respectful of me, my space, my home, my place. I hope you're having fun freaking other people out. Thanks for not freaking me out. I appreciate it. Are there any spirits here tonight that want to speak with us and let us know your presence? Please touch the REM party. What's your name? Yeah, I put the spirit box on for a little bit. Not a whole lot except for a friend of Molly's came through. Hey, Fiona. Welcome back to the channel. So I guess there's something called a raven mocker. This figure is from Cherokee mythology. It's a type of witch or evil spirit that preys on the sick and dying to prolong their own lives. It can appear as withered, aged figure flying at night with raven-like cries. They are said to consume the hearts of victims and are often invisible to most people, with only medicine men being able to detect and repel them. While not doppelgangers in the sense of being an identical double of a healthy person, their ability to take on a form and interact with the physical world demonstrates a different form of spiritual presence. I guess since we talked about the doppelganger thing last night, Fiona, I'd done some more research. I have often wondered, is it something from some kind of Native American mythology or something from the time when we dwelt here, because this is Cherokee Indian originally. So I've been kind of going back into that kind of mythology to try to learn a little bit about what they believed about twins, doppelganger kind of energy, and try to figure out if there's anything that we've missed in folklore or mythology in regards to something like that, because there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of misinformation about the subject and a lot of controversial information about the subject based on the fact that how can something that's not necessarily, how can something that can be evil is not necessarily evil? but can be a bad omen. Like, you see what I mean? Like, that's pretty controversial. So a doppelganger can be two things. It can be an entity, or it can be, you know, a person that looks like you. I mean, the person who runs the ghost tour assumes that maybe it's, I mean, first of all, the fact that there's anybody else that even talks about it in the neighborhood is amazing to me. And that, they think and feel that it maybe is the little girl buried under the house, taking on a little girl's form. But at the same time, I'm like, what? You know, because I've been here a lot longer than him, and I never heard this ever before. When the original owner of the store was, you know, telling the stories in their store. But I just, you know, I know that he said something to the fact of him having an experience with it. But I don't know if it's a mimic or a doppelganger or what, but I wonder, you know, I wonder if there's a difference between a doppelganger and a mimic. I mean, aren't they kind of like one and the same? So I guess they're distinct creatures with different origins and appearances and abilities. The doppelganger is a creature that can perfectly mimic the appearance and mannerisms of any humanoid in his scene. In contrast, a mimic is a monster that typically disguises itself as an inanimate object like treasure chest or furniture to ambush prey. That's so weird. You know, and I'm pretty sure that's mostly from, like, I'm pretty sure AI is just picking that up as, like, from some card game or something like Magic the Gathering. I still think that some of these things that we talk about are definitely, like, left over from folklore and mythology, and maybe even, like, whatever it is comes from whoever or whatever has dwelled on this land before us. I mean, 100 years ago, the same people who lived here they're not here anymore. 100 years before that, and 100 years, and 100 years, and you start going back, and what about 1,000 years? Was there anybody here 1,000 years ago on this land? What about 2,000 years? What about 10, 20, 30, 40, a billion? What was here a billion years ago? I don't know. Maybe I should look it up. But I think we live in a place, you know, where anything's possible. Anything could really be, if we just give meaning to it. Yeah, mimics, changelings, doppelgangers, skinwalkers. Oh my. Yes, welcome to the neighborhood. They're all here. So I don't know if any of you know about Random Nautica. Anybody in chat know what that is? Raise your hand if you know what Random Nautica is. If you don't, Google it. my doppelganger is, I'm not going to call it my doppelganger, it's not mine. It's the neighborhood's. When I saw it, it looked like my room. So, I don't know. I never saw it as me or my dad. If something weird starts happening in the house, I'm just like, fuck off. Quit taking my stuff. There's like a slew of them. Ghosts, spirits, entities, and all these weird things about the house. I wonder how Metal Rain's doing. I hope he's doing okay. I know he's not been feeling very well lately. I don't think that whatever it is, reading about doppelgangers and in the past and even just, today and thinking about doing a paranormal series, I just thought it was interesting that AI's, Google Gemini, or just the internet in general thinks that they're evil. And I couldn't really find, it was sad that I couldn't really find anyone who had any real experiences with the doppelganger. Unless it was like, I found someone who was just like me. I guess, I don't know if it's just that and I feel like some of the meaning that people give to things, like, here's something. Has anyone ever had an experience with the doppelganger? And what exactly are those? Because I posted this comment on a thread a few years ago, but it fits here too. Someone said, after my mom had a major stroke, I moved back in with my parents for a while to help take care of her. I was 16 at the time. I wanted to help my dad as much as I could. One night I was in my room watching TV with the door open, and I saw my dad walk past my door and into the bathroom. I could see the bathroom door from my room. He closed the door and I went back to watching TV. I realized about 20 minutes later I never saw him come back. I got up and went to see if everything was okay, and he was asleep on the couch. The bathroom door was still closed with the light on. He always kept the light off in there. I opened the bathroom door and it was empty. I turned the light off and went back to bed. It was the first time I saw a doppelganger. The other time it looked like my dad too. Pretty much same scenario back and forth. Doppelganger usually means something bad is about to happen, but the 2 times I saw it, nothing bad ever happened after. Same for the few times he saw it. All of our sightings happened in the year after my mom had the first stroke. She lived another 10 years and he lived another 8, and I have no idea what we saw. So many people are seeing their loved ones. I mean, I am finding it out, but that's just about it. Like, I'm not experiencing anybody getting really too deep into exploring this subject. Maybe it's just too scary for some. Let's see, it's never mimicked my dad. It's only mimicked our roommate to my dad and myself. And it's only mimicked once to my roommate. So, and I asked it to never do that again, please. And I haven't had an experience again, and neither has the roommate. But we will have experiences where we'll we'll see things and wonder if the other one saw them, and then text each other and be like, look around, it's definitely strange and unusual. So, are there any last words that any spirits want to say to us before I turn off the spirit box and the REM pod and continue to talk to you here before I go? Does anybody have any questions for the spirit box or the REM pod? Did that just say no? That's so funny. No. Alright, so we're not too impressed with the REM pod tonight. At least we got Jake to touch it. I did set up the kitty toys behind me, in case anything may touch them, or if they didn't seem to come on during the live stream. Just gonna go ahead and take a few minutes to turn this stuff off and go back over to the couch. Be right back in a few minutes.